Our first guest played the title role in the blockbuster Karate Kid films, and he has a brand new movie out which is also doing very, very well, entitled My Cousin Vinny, and it opened on Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ralph Macchio. Ralph! To meet you. Thank you for being here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we were talking about this afternoon, and for some reason, I guess the obvious reason is because you played a young kid in those movies.
Yeah.
I think of you as a young kid, and maybe other people think of you as, and you certainly look young.
Yes, it's just there.
But now, do you mind me asking how old you actually are?
No, I don't mind you asking how old. Shall I tell you?
Oh, no. Let me guess.
No, don't do that. You'll be off by decades.
Let's look at some rainbow photos.
Right, no, I've just turned 30. So that's the amazing thing.
See, that you really are youngish looking. Is everybody in your family tend to be that way?
Everyone is. But I am like the youngest looking of the young clan. But I certainly am by far the youngest looking. But it's, someone asked me, is it traumatic turning 30? But for me, I think it's traumatic when I look 30. So, so I think another 20 years I'll be there, and then I'll deal with that.
At what age, as a kid, did you realize you weren't getting older?
It's always been that way. It's just always been that way.
I mean, it's odd because you're 30, you're married, do you have a family?
Almost. Baby's on the way, end of May. First baby,
Yeah, now there, Now, you wait and see. I bet you that baby looks really young.
Yeah, right. Well, actually, they have these sonogram things. You're able to look at the fetus. Child already looks older than I do. More muscle tone than I've ever had already. It's like 7 months.
But now, but for an actor, of course, when you're a kid playing kid parts, it doesn't make much difference.
Right.
And you were, how old was the kid in Karate Kid?
How old was the character? 16. He was 16 for 8 years. I said, please make him graduate. They're like, no.
And what's the oldest you were when you were playing 16?
I get the last film, the Karate Kid 3, was did in '88. So it's you want to continue to harp on this? Yes, it's still.
I'm fascinated by this.
It's like a phenomenon. I'm due back in the museum in a half an hour. No, but yeah,
guess my age. How old do you think I am?
I'm not going near that with the 10.
What do you think?
27, 28.
27, 28. No,
right.
no. I'm 44, and I'm beginning to look like Buddy Ebsen's older brother.
That's because of the tan.
You're from this area. One other thing. Those Karate Kid movies, I know that was a really important part of your life, and now you're going on to other things. But those things did unbelievable business, didn't they?
Yeah, they did really well.
How much money did the three of them combined generate, do you suppose?
Well, I know the first one did about, domestic, I know close to 100 million, and the second one did like 125 million. This is all the studio cash, and then as we renegotiated along, we all did fine, but it made a lot of money.
But the three of them together, like $300 million?
That could be, I wouldn't quote me on that, but it's probably close, yeah.
Well, that's
with
something
all the
to be proud of.
merchandising and stuff they did, it was pretty big.
And this thing Paul was talking about.
What's Paul talking? He was talking about his percentage. What was it?
Remember in Karate Kid 2 when you went into a
the
club?
dancing thing, the rock around the clock?
Yeah, rock around the clock, and it was Paul Rogers from Free who sang it, and I recorded it.
That's great.
So you and I really worked together.
Yes, and I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks, man. That's great.
Now, you're from this area, from Long Island?
Right.
Born and reared out there?
Born and raised, Long Island, still there. It's like reality. LA's too much like, summer camp.
Really? You didn't care for your time in Los Angeles?
I mean, I don't mind my time in Los Angeles when I'm working. When you're not working, the town is kind of dark, I think, and sort of to raise a family out there isn't, it's just too much the business all the time. I need like the Mets and the Islanders and
Yeah. What are we doing? We have to do a commercial. You don't mind, do you?
No.
All right, we'll do a commercial here. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with Ralph Macchio, folks. Tell you who's on the program. Ralph Macchio obviously is here. The Williams brothers will be out a little bit later. And Olympic gold medalist Bonnie Blair. She won 2 gold medals in Albertville in the speed skating. And how many did she win in '88 in Calgary? So she's won a total of 3 gold medals? 4? Oh, here we go through this again. Am I getting medals now or time cues? Oh, she's won more medals than anybody in the history of the Olympics. And everybody here tonight gets their own rainbow picture. Do you know anything about karate? I guess you must after doing all those films, huh?
Well, I learned what I needed to know for the pictures, but you know, it's time to stop getting hit when they end the show. You know, because you get nailed once in a while.
But it was nothing that you continued to do as a recreation.
No, it's enough.
Yeah.
You know,
now, when you're out and about, do people want to try your karate skills? Is that ever?
Actually, it's not really. I was expecting this whole thing where it was going to challenge me, but no, more often people want to know where Pat Morita is. That's the thing.
You know, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Where the hell is Pat Morita, for God's sake?
Hey, Ralph, how are you? Good to see you. Where's Pat Morita?
Yeah, call the Friars Club, Marty, find out where he is, right? We'll put a tracer on Pat Morita.
They think we should be living together. So they have
that's what I thought.
Yeah, well, it's wrong.
Now let's talk about this, the new movie. What I've seen of it looks very funny, and it's doing great business. This is, tell us about the film.
It's called My Cousin Vinny, and Joe Pesci stars in it, and he plays my cousin Vinny. And me and my friend are driving from NYU across to UCLA. We take the southern route, and we get busted for murder. We're wrongly accused of, and we don't know what the hell's going on, and we got to call the only lawyer we know. I know, and he's my cousin Vinny, the most, feeble, incompetent. He studied at Brooklyn Academy of Law, like a night course, and so it creates some very funny comedy. It's really a good.
Now, was this the film that you shot partly in an actual working day-to-day prison?
Prison, right.
Now, is that a good idea, do you think?
Well, I think as long as everyone would stayed in their cages, it was fine. We were. They said don't talk to the inmates and stay away and everything, and because these are murderers and whatever, and then they say, oh, Ralph, I loved your films, The Karate Kid, The Outsider's terrific, you're my favorite actor. I'm like, let him out of the cage. How bad could he be?
Is that a good thing to be doing for you as an actor and for the inmates?
For the inmates, yeah, sure. It gave them a lot of they listen. It broke up the day for them.
I guess so.
They had something to do, So.
Yeah, but the sad part about it, when the film is released, they won't be able to go see it.
That's true. That's true.
Let's take a look now at some of this film. This is a very funny scene. I think this is
right. This is probably. I think this is a scene where we're meeting.
You're going to hire your uncle.
Yeah, my cousin.
Your cousin. I'm sorry. Yeah.
And we're questioning him as we're up on this murder charge in the Deep South.
All right. So we're going to see you, Joe Pesci, and
Mitchell Whitfield is the other actor.
Here we go. My Cousin Vinny, kids. Watch closely. My Cousin Vinny. My Cousin Vinny. Yeah.
He's my cousin.
Looks very funny.
Yeah,
congratulations on the new movie, and good luck with the new baby, and nice meeting you, Ralph.
Okay,
Thanks for being here. Ralph Macchio, kids. We'll be right back.